Well, it's a day early, and we're on. I'll wait till some people pop in the room to say it. They're going to say what? Cousin Dorety, the fans out there are going to say, "Ow, Thursday," which is going to make me feel all day long today like it's Friday. You know that, right? Because we made the Cousin Dorety trip today. And look at the fucking things up on top of that. Well, by the way, other than regular Fritos, the fucking chili shit. What's that actress? Julianne Moore or something? The fucking chili Fritos are the best. Adam. Aaron, I mean. Who had Morella? Or probably Aaron.
I thought that dude was naked.
So did I at first. So the reason why we're doing Dorety today, look at God. The reason why we're doing Cousin Dorety today is tomorrow we've got a vet visit for the dogs. There's nothing wrong with them. It's their annual visit. And see, the vet's office does surgery on animals on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So their regular appointments are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So they have to get their regular annual, and they get their shots and shit, blood work. And, you know, they want a fecal sample. What if I shit in the bag and took it in? Just to be funny. Sorry. It's not funny. I'm sure people have. Hi, Emma B, right? From England, the United Kingdom.
It's 5 hours difference there.
Yes. I think they changed time zones too. So, she says, I go in and I say, here's your Centrum, which, by the way, folks, I had to go to 2 stores. I don't know why there's a run on women's Centrum, but I had to go to 2 stores. So I got I went to ShopRite. They had none. They had the men's Centrum, men plus 50. She wanted women plus 50. I always suggested I give her the men. It might go with her fucking whiskers.
Rockport Prices, good morning. The chili Fritos will give you tuchus problems.
It's all right. They're so good going down.
Alexandra says hi, both. Russ Robinson says on the road again.
Yes, it's not usually a Thursday, but because, as I was explaining, the dogs have a vet's appointment tomorrow. I decide just their annuals. There's nothing wrong with just their regular checkups. By the way, and I know that, like, did you say Tiffany was in there? Tiffany and Aaron, they both got signed up for Bad Barbie. But those of you that didn't see the post yesterday or got the email or see the Bad Barbie teaser, there's actually, if you go to the Bad Ben shop, there's a button in there that says Bad Barbie. Click on that. And then when you get inside, there's opportunities being included in the film. You don't have to do that unless you want to. But what I'm saying is if you click on any one of them, there's a teaser to Bad Barbie. And I'd be curious. I know Aaron saw it. I'm sure Tiffany saw it. But I'd be curious of those of you that saw the teaser, what you thought about it. And my secretary here will pass on, or my administrative assistant will read your comments and pass them on to me, because I'm keeping my eyes locked on the road for safety's sake. Are you paying attention? So I got from her, when I had to go to 2 stores to get.
Russ says I paid for 2 names.
I did,
Yes, great.
and
Tiffany says love the teaser.
good.
And
I'll
Rosella says she likes it. Do you want me to keep up with the
Yeah,
messages?
but when if I'm talking, you can pause. I mean, it's just
Go
fucking
ahead.
polite. So I will email you guys today for the names you want in the how you want them displayed. And I did see, Russ, that 2 people bought 2 names like minutes apart, which was shocking. There's one gentleman who purchased the name for who shipped Bad Barbie to Tom, and his name, I won't give his name yet, but his name would say Bob Rodriguez. Okay, so it sounded Spanish to me, but the name he wanted in the film was Japanese Mike. So I wrote to him, there's the rooster. You like that big cock? I'm sorry. So I wrote to him, I said, that might come across as a little like insensitive. Could come along a little bit racist. He goes, well, that's been my nickname for my entire, like for 20 years or something. So I told him, I said, well, if we can figure out a way to make it clear, because he said, I asked him, I said, are you Spanish? And he told me that what his background was. So I asked him, I said, are you Japanese? And he said, no, and he's Spanish. And so I'm like, well, why don't I just call myself, I don't know, Aborigine Tom, Aborigine Bach. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what Aborigine, is that race? I had to think, or Filipino Bach. You know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, it turns out when a very young member of his family, a relative, saw him for the first time many years ago, they told him he looked Japanese. So the family started calling him by the nickname of that. So I said, well, if we can make it, this is what I suggested. I get a text that says, this is Japanese Mike. And I say, oh, I know this guy. Like I know many of you from coming in the rooms and commenting and all. I say, I know this guy. What's ironic about it is I said, he's not even Japanese. He's Spanish. So that's the way we worked, so that I could give him his wishes and not sound like, right. There's a guy here in our town that runs for political office, and he's half Asian, but he puts on his signs Tokyo Joe for like sheriff. And if I was still doing political commercials, I would recommend he not use that. Oh, but he, his family was in the internment camps and stuff like that, his parents. He takes pride in them. I say, yeah, but Bobby Laws, he's an African American working up here. What if he was running for council and put N-word laws? You can't do that. It's people. We have to embrace that there's one race, the human race. I can't take credit for that. I've heard that. We go to the new pretzel place this morning. Doors locked. They're closed. They have, hours that they're closed Monday. And they were closed today. It was very upsetting. Am I missing anything?
Clint says that his wife is his navigational expert because he doesn't know how to drive.
Well, I'm telling you, if the excuse me, oh my God, if the opportunity presents itself, get some clothes on. What the fuck is going on there? Where Bad Ben takes off and or I hit the lottery, I would love to get like a Tesla with the autopilot because we're like, it's got driver assistance on because I don't like driving as much as I used to. Yolanda, I've always found that to be a very pleasing name to the ears.
Said, what camera do you use for your videos
In here, it's a tablet. It's a tablet with a clip-on wide-angle lens. This is, you know how, like, if you look, like, for instance, in a Tesla or many cars now, they have a tablet, like a control screen there. It's almost like that, but it wasn't built into the van. Look at her. She looks cute. She is. And then there's this clip-on lens that you put right over the eye hole. And gives wide angle so you can fit my wide head in my hot roomie. And say Archer's laying on the floor. They get, whenever we go to cousin Dorety's, and they'll get whipped cream twice this week.
sold. T. Ann Pinkerton.
Oh, Tracy. There he is. He is out.
Got the hat back.
Tracy, did you see the teaser for Bad Barbie? Look, there's Red Bull. This is successful, like, campaign. How far are we from that truck? And we could tell it's Red Bull. Half of my work is that I'm doing right now is financed by Tracy.
I say it every time. I really wish we could get subs from there again.
Yeah, we'll do it. Do they deliver now? Well, I'm not driving.
Love that Barbie.
Oh, good. It's going to be done in a week. And I just started it this week. It'll probably be 12 to 15 minutes. Yeah, we bought you something in there. You took some and you're asking me?
I brought my pill with me and took it already. So
you can't take aspirin with your what pill? Oh, don't tell me. It's HIPAA laws. I can't expect you to say.
It's ibuprofen.
Oh, you shouldn't take aspirin and ibuprofen anyway.
Said. I don't.
Your freaking your skin could just peel off, or your lady parts just drop out. I'm just saying. I am not a medical expert, but that was a conversation I'm going to have with the fans upcoming about, the mental thought process on certain medical treatments. For instance, breast cancer, like uterine cancer, testicular cancer, just that kind of stuff in general. Look, if you're a lady and I'm a man, so it's like hands off my body, fatty. I know that's what you want to say, but what I'm just saying is that, if you, I've seen shows where women that don't have any sign of breast cancer, but excuse me, they have the family gene for it or something, and it's in their DNA, like a high probability. will have double mastectomies just to prevent ever getting it. And the one thing about that, and like hysterectomies, at least it's compartmentalized. And if you do have breast cancer or, you know, cancer in your uterus or shit, is that the right term? Uterine. And you have to get it removed. It's compartmentalized. I know a lumpectomy is nice. I know when they don't have to do that, but for the sake of those who love you, if it's just no longer there, it's no longer going to produce. Guys, get your nuts cut off if you get ball cancer too. That I am an authority in speaking. Now I happen to have both balls, but we're taking it as a trip around. Bye-bye. Okay.
Emma wants to know if you're going to be selling the How Dare You shirts again.
Yes. Yes.
And yes, Angelina Jolie did that.
Yeah. And I have a friend, well, kind of, I guess he's a friend, who just had testicular cancer. And he just rang the bell the other day because he's completed his chemo. But, you know, the thing about this that's key is early detection. Getting checked, like check yourself out. There's, you know, ways you can do it. I'm not going to delve into that because I don't want to talk about the fondling of body parts, except my own. So anyway, that really got dark quick. So yeah, I threw Dorothy off because I came up there on a Thursday. I told her, but when I called her yesterday, I said, "Hey, I was wondering if I could do your groceries tomorrow or Saturday because the dogs have a vet's appointment on Friday." Are they all right? I said, "Yeah, it's just their annual checkup." She goes, "Oh, and it's Friday."
Yolanda said that her high schooler goes to the North School of the Arts and is studying cinema and filming. Can you give them any advice on what they should try to learn so he learns all he can?
Well, my advice is, it's, you know, you ideally, most of these kids that go to, and not kids, but young adults that go to film school want to one day be making blockbusters or one day be making television shows that are seen by the masses, and or they're either going to want to be big or they're going to be one of these people that are into the arts and just want to make stuff they like. Well, you know, if you're rich and you want to make stuff you like, then that's great. Do it all you want. But you're not going to find that very profitable. And profit may not be your whole motive. To get into making TV or movies and all, you're going to find that unless your father is Spielberg or something like that, it's very tough to break into the business because in Hollywood, nobody helps anybody. It's good to network, and network's important, but it's good to network. I pitch scripts dozens of times to people, and they just, you know, they all gave, almost all gave very positive feedback and comments and said it's just not the right time and all. And I was okay with that. And I finally said, fuck it, did my own thing. That's how I made Bad Men. So doing your own thing. And people that want to make films, they don't need $1,000, $10,000 camera and all. Your iPhones, your Android phones, actually, and I don't know if it's the same, but when I saw a photo on your Android phone, I thought it looked better than the iPhone photo. But you can film on them. You can edit, cheap software. And anyway, my suggestion would be keep creating and Don't spend a fortune. Do your own thing. That's what I did. I mean, and look, what since I created Bad Men, I have made friends with Josh Robert Thompson, who was on a nationally show, the Craig Ferguson show. And Zach Kreger, the producer of Barbarian, wrote an article where he said one of his inspirations, top 5 inspirations for Barbarian, one of them was Bad Men. Obviously, an intelligent man. So hopefully I gave you some good things to go by. Who's that? Is that a lady? Dead's comment. All right, Dead miss any comments? She had a second double. What's that, Kreger? Yeah, that was a huge compliment. You know what's funny about it? You know, Scott wants to be, he's pursuing a career in acting, and I really think he has the ability to go to do it, because I think he's very good at it. He's dedicated to it. But he also takes, he likes to try to, well, I'll just tell a story you'll know. After I showed him, I said, oh, look what the producer of Barbarian wrote about me, and I showed him the comment. He immediately messed at Zach Kreger and said, hey, I played Jackson Scott in Bad Ben 10 and 11 if you're looking for anybody or something. And it was kind of funny, I thought. I said, yeah, well, that's going to get him to block us. He's not going to have it. Like Yolanda was asking about tips. The fact of it is that Zach Kreger, the Josh Thompson, the other people that have found our films, they found us because we were out there. We didn't go to them and say, hey, look at me. We were out there. So that's why I say keep creating. And so you're out there and people will find you. So they came to me. You belong to me. Do, 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 do. Sing it, Hal. You belong to me. Way to go. Holly and Marie, Holly and Marie, Holly and Marie. Nigel JJB, Nigel JJB. JJ stands for JoJo. That's Holly JoJo, Archer JoJo, Fable JoJo. Today, we're all JoJo. Make it a JoJo day. You're cute. Did anybody comment? Oh, Rob Portnoy. That's true. I forgot about that, my whole thing. But like, they're both went on to work in the industry and beyond. But like Rowan, like you don't have to pay for this. I mean, Rowan's by no means cheap, but you don't have to pay for this like UCLA film school or New York film school or stuff like that. Rowan in New Jersey has an excellent communications department, film and television and all, and University of the Arts in Philadelphia. as a great film. That's where Mitch and Courtney went to film school.
Weather is overcast.
Who's saying that, Tracy?
Tracy.
Well, you know what? We're not supposed to get rain till tomorrow. But if I were to show you the sky here right now, there's no blue sky. And yesterday we had, well, 2 days ago, we had some wildfire breakout in New Jersey, in Camden County, and it moved east, which is when I walked outside yesterday morning, I could smell the smoke. But it must either the wind direction shifted or they put it out. But that's not what this is. This is cloudy and it's not supposed to rain till tomorrow, but I can tell you it's raining out there. You can feel it. Feel it in your butt. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Sing it, honey. Good girl. No, you are not a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dirty dog. I'm an outright, downright dirty dog. How? You guys witnessed that? You will all be asked to testify. All right, folks. Well, we are now home to the Biggins residence after cousin Dorety. So I'm going to sign off here as soon as I turn the drop you off mobile around. Look how good that lawn looks. So anyway, folks, I just want to let you know that I'm nothing but that. And with that, that's sweet. You are so beautiful to me. All right, people. I'll talk to you later tonight. See you. Love you.